Don't book a cruise in 2026 until you understand these 16 hidden tricks most passengers only learn after making expensive mistakes. These aren't secrets written in brochures, they're things experienced cruisers figure out over time. Some will save you money, others will help you avoid frustration, and a few might completely change how you experience your trip. If you want to cruise smarter, not harder, stay until the end, because the number one tip is something even frequent cruisers still complain about. Let's get started. Number 16. Art auctions. Looks fancy, but be careful. Art auctions on cruise ships often feel like a high-end experience. Free champagne, elegant setups, and a host talking about investment opportunities. But here's the reality. Most of these auctions are run by third-party companies, not the cruise line itself. Their goal isn't to help you invest, it's to sell quickly. Many travelers get caught in the moment. The pressure, the countdown, the idea of getting something exclusive, it all feels exciting. But later, some find out the same artwork is sold online for much less. This doesn't mean everything is fake, but it does mean you should slow down before buying. Pro tip: if something catches your eye, take a photo and search for it online first. If it's still worth it after that, then decide. Number 15. Safety systems aren't always instant. Most people assume cruise ships have advanced systems that immediately detect emergencies, but that's not always the case. In situations like someone falling overboard, detection can depend on witnesses or camera review, and at night, that becomes even harder. While these situations are rare, it's still important to stay aware, especially if you're traveling with family. Pro tip: stick to well-lit areas at night, avoid leaning over railings, and always keep an eye on children or elderly companions. Number 14. You can customize your meals. Cruise dining menus look fixed, but behind the scenes, kitchens are highly flexible. If you don't like a dish, want something simpler, or even crave something not listed, there's a good chance they can prepare it. Many experienced cruisers request small adjustments, like plain grilled chicken, extra sides, or lighter options. And once staff know your preferences, they often remember and improve your experience throughout the trip. Pro tip: talk to your server on the first day. Building a friendly connection goes a long way. Number 13. Duty-free doesn't always mean cheaper. The onboard shops look premium. Bright lights, luxury displays, and exclusive sales. But in reality, prices aren't always better than what you'll find on land. And since these stores are run by separate vendors, resolving issues later can be difficult. Some travelers buy impulsively because of last-day sale pressure, only to regret it later. Pro tip: take your time. Compare prices online before making any big purchase. Number 12. Everything is designed to influence you. Cruise ships are carefully designed environments. Every detail, from layout to lighting, is planned to guide your behavior. Walkways often lead you through shops. Relaxing music plays near bars. Even the smell of baked goods is used to attract you to certain areas. It's not accidental, it's part of the business model. Pro tip: set a budget before boarding. It helps you enjoy the experience without overspending. Number 11. You're allowed to order more. In the dining room, you're not limited to one dish. You can try multiple appetizers, order 2 main courses, or even sample more than one dessert. This is actually encouraged. It's part of the cruise experience. Some travelers hesitate at first, but once they realize it's normal, they enjoy meals much more. Pro tip: use this to try new dishes without worrying. You don't have to commit to just one. If you've learned something useful so far, hit like. It really helps the channel grow. And if you enjoy travel tips like this, consider subscribing. Let's continue. Number 10. Prices change more than you think. Cruise pricing is dynamic. It can go up or down even after you've booked. What many people don't realize is that you can sometimes request adjustments if the price drops. This might come as onboard credit, upgrades, or even partial refunds depending on timing. But here's the catch: you have to check manually. Pro tip: Monitor your cruise price regularly before departure. Number 9. Some guests skip the lines. Here's why. You might notice something strange during boarding or excursions. Some passengers seem to move faster or avoid long lines completely. That's not random. Cruise lines have priority systems based on cabin class and loyalty status. For example, suite guests or passengers with high loyalty tiers often get priority embarkation, meaning they board earlier and skip long waiting times. Some also have access to dedicated check-in counters or even separate waiting lounges. On certain cruise lines, concierge guests are escorted through less crowded routes, especially during peak times like boarding or leaving the ship at ports. Even during shore excursions, some groups are called earlier, giving them a head start before the crowds build up. Real example: passengers in standard cabins may wait 1 to 2 hours during embarkation, while priority guests can sometimes board within minutes. Pro tip: if you cruise often, loyalty programs can make a big difference over time. Even reaching mid-level status can reduce wait times. Number 8. Do not disturb doesn't mean unlimited privacy. It's normal to use the "do not disturb" sign when you want privacy, but cruise ships also have safety protocols. If your cabin shows no activity for an extended period, especially over a full day, staff may check in to make sure everything is okay. This isn't about invading privacy, it's about passenger safety. Cruise lines are responsible for monitoring well-being on board. Housekeeping staff are trained to report unusual situations, like a cabin that hasn't been entered or cleaned for too long. Real example: there have been cases where guests kept the sign on for over a day, and staff conducted a welfare check after noticing no movement or response. Pro tip: use the sign when resting or showering, but don't leave it on for long periods without any interaction. Number 7. Some experiences aren't publicly promoted. Most people follow the daily cruise planner, but not everything is listed there. Some ships offer behind-the-scenes tours, like visiting the bridge, galley, kitchen, or engine control areas. But these are usually limited and not widely advertised. Why? Because space is limited and access depends on availability and safety rules. Guests with higher tier status or special access sometimes get invitations, but regular passengers can still ask. Real example: some cruisers who showed interest early in the trip were able to join small group tours just by asking guest services politely. Pro tip: ask early. These opportunities fill up quickly and aren't guaranteed. Number 6. Skip the buffet rush on day 1. When passengers first board, most head straight to the buffet. That's why it becomes crowded, noisy, and sometimes stressful, especially if you're tired from travel. What many people don't realize is that the main dining room is often open during embarkation, offering a quieter and more comfortable experience. The food is usually fresher, service is better, and you don't have to search for a seat. Real example: while the buffet is full with long lines, the dining room may be only half occupied, giving you a much more relaxed start to your cruise. Pro tip: check your cruise app or ask staff where the dining room is. It's one of the easiest upgrades to your first day. Number 5. You can request a cabin change if there's a valid issue. Not all cabins are perfect. Some may have noise from engines, vibrations, or nearby public areas like elevators. If something is affecting your stay, you can report it to guest services. While changes aren't guaranteed, especially on full ships, staff can sometimes move you if rooms are available. The key is timing. The earlier you report the issue, the higher your chances. Real example: passengers who reported loud noise on the first day were sometimes moved within hours, while those who waited several days had fewer options. Pro tip: take a short video or audio recording if needed. It helps explain the issue clearly. Number 4. Cruise excursions versus local booking. Cruise excursions are convenient, but often more expensive. Local tour operators at ports usually offer the same activities at lower prices. However, there's one important difference. Cruise-sponsored tours guarantee that the ship will wait if there's a delay. Independent tours don't have that protection, so timing becomes your responsibility. Real example, some travelers save up to 30 to 50% booking locally, but always choose operators experienced with cruise schedules. Pro tip: always leave enough buffer time before the ship departs. Ships do not wait for late passengers on independent tours. Number 3, hidden quiet spots exist on every ship. Cruise ships can feel crowded, but not everywhere. There are always areas that are less busy, like certain decks, lounges during off hours, or outdoor spaces that aren't heavily advertised. These spots are perfect if you want to relax, read, or enjoy the ocean without noise. Real example, forward decks or less used lounges are often empty early in the morning or during port days when most passengers leave the ship. Pro tip: explore the ship on your first day. You'll find your own quiet spots before others do. Number 2, laundry discounts are real but easy to miss. Laundry services on cruises can be expensive if charged per item, but many ships offer discount days where you can fill a bag for a fixed price. The catch? These promotions are often not clearly announced. You might only find out through your cabin steward or small notices. Real example, passengers who ask early often save significantly compared to paying per piece later in the trip. Pro tip: ask your cabin steward within the first 1 to 2 days so you can plan ahead. Number 1, cabin ventilation can affect your room. Cruise ships use centralized air systems, which means airflow can move between connected spaces. This is why some passengers occasionally notice smells that aren't coming from their own cabin. It's not common, but it does happen. The good news is that staff can often help by adjusting airflow or offering solutions. Real example, guests have reported temporary odors from nearby cabins, especially during busy dining hours or late at night. Pro tip: bring a small air freshener or notify guest services if it becomes uncomfortable. So, which of these tips will you actually use on your next cruise? If you have your own experience or trick, share it in the comments. We'd love to hear it. And if you want to avoid common cruise mistakes, check out the next video on your screen now. Thanks for watching, and travel smarter.